If it was me and I was at that stage of retirement and I was looking at how I could contribute my hours in a volunteer way, I think I would be identifying those organizations that I had a passion with and attempting to meet with those executive directors within that organization. Well, I think I would talk a little bit about my skills, what I could have to offer. I'd want to find out a little bit about what they're doing and where some of their gaps in projects might be, and seeing if there would be a fit there. I think you would sell them sort of on the benefit of how you might be able to come in and do some project type work for them, right, and look at what potentially could be set up. And just sort of capitalizing on that skill set rather than letting it go. You know, you can take the opportunity to utilize me, or I can go somewhere else and use my skills in another organization, right? I think what executive directors have to do too is be open to transferable skills too, because I think what's going to happen is as people retire out of the corporate world and want to do possibly some work in the nonprofit sector, they may have a skill set that doesn't look like it fits within the nonprofit sector. So it's that executive director's ability to have those conversations to find out how those skills can be transferred into the work that needs to be done within that organization. I think EDs might think they want more like the financial person or the fund development person, but I think oftentimes what's missing is some of those systems that make strong organizations. So policies, it's HR practices, it's linking of the work to the mandate of the organization, it's setting the culture of the organization. It's those types of things that often get lost in the nonprofit world because we're so busy trying to do the work and find the money to do the work that we forget that it's important to build a really strong organization to help us move forward. I think what we're really good at is creating opportunities and trying to recruit for them. What we're not good at is having someone come to our doorstep and recognizing that they may have skills that they can contribute and working and having that conversation with that individual to create those opportunities. Traditionally, we have created position descriptions for volunteers, identified the work that we need to happen, and then have gone out and tried to find those volunteers. What we learned too is we might have to create different tools where we contract volunteers, so it's more like a contract type of thing. So I learn what your skill sets are and what you can contribute, and we develop a contract for service based that way. So I'm looking at what you have to offer and helping you create an opportunity within our organization rather than identifying this is what I need specifically, now how do I get it. So it's not about, oh, we need an accountant, let's go out and get a skilled volunteer to do this on an ongoing basis, because what we know is that's not what skilled volunteers are looking for either, right? The trends have told us that they're looking for that project-based type work. I want to come into your organization, do some work, but I want to know that there's a beginning and there's an end. And I might come back and do more work later on, but I don't want to be committed, every Tuesday for 2 years, that type of thing. I think they have the expectation of having access to the information and the technology and whatever they need to be able to perform the role that they're in would be one of their expectations. And it is that short-term sort of role that it has a beginning and an end, and very specific about what the requirements are and that type of thing. I think they would want to have the ability to make decisions so that things could happen quickly within that period of time.